Hey team, this is Louis St. Cyr. I'm actually the new Vice President of Guest Experience. I'm changing over from my current role, which is Vice President of Airports and Cargo. I'm very excited about this new opportunity. This is actually not so new for me. This year, this July, it's going to be 20 years that I'm in the airline business, and I've spent probably about 14 of those 20 years in Inflight. I started off at Air Canada, where I was there for 5 years, and I worked in Inflight. I was also the general manager of cabin crew planning and scheduling, and I managed the eastern bases for Air Canada. That was a very exciting time. A lot of things were happening during that 5 years. Went through a merger, went through a bankruptcy, so it was a lot of action. And from there, I had the good fortune to go to Hawaiian Airlines. And during that move, I went there as the Vice President of Inflight, and I also had the role of catering and the responsibility for catering. And that was actually, I was there for 12 years. It was an exciting period in my career because Hawaiian Airlines basically did what we're doing currently. They invested in wide-body aircraft, and with that, they did a significant world expansion. They started flying to Japan, started flying to Korea, China, Australia, New Zealand, and so this boutique airline became really a long-haul economy airline. And being there and managing through that transition was actually very exciting. So after 12 years at Hawaiian, I decided to come home and come back to Canada. I can't really tell you if there's one reason specifically why we did that. There's a bunch of different reasons, but I can tell you in part that it was obviously my career, but a big part of it was family. We had been gone for 12 years. I have 3 kids. I have a daughter who was born in Hawaii, but my 2 sons were born in Montreal. And for them to have the opportunity to come back home was really important, getting closer to family and getting closer to friends. And so that was one of my big motivators for coming back to Canada. Another one, obviously, was the opportunity to join the WestJet team. When I look at the culture at WestJet and how we are really open, how we work together as a team. It's very similar to what we were, what Hawaiian Airlines was. Hawaiian had a very strong lowest spirits, and Hawaiian Airlines is an airline that is today 89 years old, so a lot of history, a really deep culture, and it was great to have the opportunity to come to WestJet in a very similar environment. So, I'm starting today, my first day. I'm very excited, and here's what I would like to propose to you. For the first month, I'd like to settle in. I've got a lot of conversations that are required. I need to meet with a lot of people, and in a month, I'm going to come back to you and really highlight what I think are the priorities going forward. We already have a really clear vision as an organization as to where we're going. It's 2022. We've got the 787s that are coming next year, so a lot of change. We've got this new really global push that will be happening, and so in a month I'll come back and say, all right, here are the priorities. Here's what I'd like the entire team to focus on, and we'll have the opportunity to talk about that. So I'll be back in a month. One thing that I do want to point out is last Friday, you would have received a note from Michael in regards to the pilots going out and getting a strike vote. I just want to reassure everybody that based on my experience, I've been involved in many collective agreements, collective bargaining, and this is a normal process that you see in a lot of bargaining rounds. Okay, so what I want to reassure you is to say, if you have any questions, please go talk to your PSMs, and we're going to answer all your questions. All right. So talk to your PSMs on this subject, and I just want to say to you that for me, joining the team, it frankly is a privilege. I come to work every day I love my job. This is a great opportunity, and I look forward to working with you in the upcoming months and the upcoming years. So thank you.